Yo, welcome back to Who Hurt You, Bro? Episode 14. We have 14 of these bitches. God damn. It's your boy, Brooklyn Poppy, Jay, all the other shit that I normally AKA, but I'm not doing today. Go ahead, my partner.
Yo, it's your boy Mel, aka Legendary Shit, and we're gonna let my guests introduce themselves.
I'm Billy the Bad Guy, Billy the Goat, Billy the Kid from the 25 and Over Club podcast.
I'm just.
I was supposed to keep going.
Now you good? I'm looking at Wolf.
I'm Wolf, y'all. I work here at WTF. I do shows.
He's like, I
work here. I work here.
Yeah, I do shows with these gentlemen. This certain kind of. Hey, no funny shit in New York, bro. Like the masculinity that gets displayed in New York is like outrageous, bro. You know what I mean? Like I remember
to other states, I could imagine.
Nah, it's crazy, and I have to admit that I have found it affecting me in ways that I didn't even realize until like sometimes I get on a train and I just start like kind of getting tense and just kind of like.
I think it's the.
Do I need to slump one of y'all? And if I did, which one's gonna get slumped first?
But just because
I think it's because we all compact in New York.
You compact, but then it's y'all history too. Like I've had the privilege and the honor of speaking to so many people from here, like older people, way older than us, and people your age, and like. The shit that y'all have went through, bro, no funny shit. Like, as a nigga, I was born and raised in a whole different state, bro. I became a man in Texas, and then I came here as a man. So when I hear about, like, the type of shit y'all was witnessing as kids, the type of shit that y'all was seeing.
I mean, in Texas, they witnessed slavery.
Nah, that's completely different, though.
I think what he's saying is, like, let's say, for instance, the 90s.
Right.
2000s.
80s. 70s.
The 80s is crazy. I'm not even touching the 80s.
You don't think it was crazy in Texas in the 70s, bro?
No, it was. But you got to remember, nowhere in Texas is the density of people that you ever going to see here.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
You're right.
So if motherfuckers is going to wild out, they're going to wild out here.
It's different. And
even the women in New York.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting. Bro, that's what I'm getting to, though. Like, I realized that, like, I've been affected by the tone that's in the air there. And it's like the level of masculinity that has to be had on a daily basis here is so different. Like, it was a nigga that came into the studio one time, did a whole podcast, met the nigga, he was cool. I seen him outside of a concert like a week later, bro. I walked up to him like, bro, what's good? You know, he was looking at me like, what?
What was you, nigga?
I was so confused by his reaction because I was like, oh, first of all, bro, not to say and somebody can't forget me or nothing, but I'm a pretty easy to remember person, especially because of my hair and shit. Like, it's a dead giveaway. So I'm like, I worked your session at the studio. And he was like, oh, okay, da-da-da-da. I'm like, but damn, why was the reaction so aggressive, my nigga? Like, damn, like, I just said hi to you. I'm a nice-ass nigga. I said hi.
Swing that when you go somewhere else afterward. Like, I went out, which was fucking a culture shock for me. I was 17. I had to get the fuck out of New York. I had to, right? I had my first kid. I had, you know what I'm saying? I had so much shit going on. I had to get the fuck out of here. I went to Oregon.
Oh, shit.
The fuck is
That's
Oregon?
white as shit over
First of all,
there.
let me tell you something. Oregon is a beautiful place. I mean, beautiful. You want to know how crazy it was? When I got there, I caught a nosebleed because fresh air was like a detriment to me.
That's crazy.
I was like, there's no smog? Oh! Right? I can breathe.
Real life.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So we get out there. People walk up to you and say hi. They don't know shit about you.
They say, how do you?
And they want to have a full-blown conversation. Right. Now, my New York mindset was, who the fuck is you and why the fuck is you talking to me? Right? But the thing is I'm telling you, this was within the time frame of my son was born in 2000. This is like 2002. I was out there.
That ain't right, bro.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
2002, 2003, around there. I'm outside of my mind, son. Like, I'm so weirded out by what the fuck is going on. And I had to leave in a hurry because of the crazy shit that was going on in my life at the time. So now I'm going over there with my fucking with my volume all the way up to 10. Son. So it's a lot of hand clapping, hand moving. Like, these people weren't ready for that shit. And then
nah, they not, bro.
It also showed me what I like to tell everyone from New York is like, yo, we're so blessed that we're here that you get to deal with so many different cultures that you can sit me anywhere and I'm Gucci anywhere.
And you accept it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the beautiful thing about New York. Like, people accept you. And it's crazy. Like, you could be loud as fuck, really having a crazy argument with your baby mama, niggas walking right past you. It's like they giving you privacy in broad daylight. Mm-hmm. That would never happen nowhere else. Niggas be like, what's going on? Should we go help? Should we stop them or something?
Oh my God, are you gonna be okay?
Like New York is the only place, like, We gotta announce on the train. If you see something, say something.
Because niggas gonna say
You gotta
shit.
announce that. Like,
Did you not hear about?
nobody's gonna say shit. Like,
There's a
nah.
homeless dude slumped. He died. He was there for like 4 hours. They were walking over him,
Bro.
son. They were like, "Yo, my man's tired." Let me get over this
Bro,
nigga.
I
Keep
got
it
one
moving.
for you. I passed out on the train one day, bro. I was on my feet, nigga. I fell, boom, hit my head, woke up on the floor, nigga. My back was on the floor, my nigga. I woke up, people were just looking at me.
You fainted?
I fainted, bro. I straight fainted. I was
Get the
off my
fuck
feet. I was
outta here,
standing,
bro.
bro. I was off my feet, hit the
Nobody
back of my
helped
head.
you?
No.
That's
I woke
toxic
up
as fuck.
confused as fuck. Niggas was
dangerous,
just
bro.
looking at. I felt for
Bro, that's fucked up,
yeah,
bro.
like,
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
I would have helped you, bro. I'd have helped you, bro.
Yeah, you would have helped me.
I'd have helped you,
I
bro.
appreciate that.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I probably wouldn't.
I'd be like,
nah.
yo, he probably slumped. You good, Pops?
Hell no. I just stood up like,
That's the one right there. That's it. That's it.
Like looking at him, you see better. Bro, they just left me there, bro. And I got
That's as
up.
far as I'm going with it.
Bro, I got up. The niggas was just looking
Yo,
at me.
does his chest look like it's going up and down? All right, bet.
That's
It
wild.
depends what train you was on though. And where you
I was on the D.
Oh, bro, in the road.
Pause.
No, I had just got to, I was just, first of all, it was really a miracle because the D never comes to Atlantic, not usually. And then
Okay.
it came through Atlantic and went straight to the Bronx. It usually never happens.
Because if you're on like
Shit.
a different, the D train is known to go to the Bronx. So if you're on the train like in fucking,
Depends on which way you going. Because if you're
Yeah.
going the other way, you going to Coney Island.
oh, you
Alright?
still not doing
So if
that.
you
That's
get in
true,
the
it is.
Stillwell,
Yeah.
I've never met the class of dope fiend in Stillwell. It's like you jump in the time machine when you get to Stillwell and
Oh,
you see the
word?
dope fiends. They be like, Poppy.
You ever been to Coney Island?
No, I ain't been to Coney Island.
Never?
What?
You
You dead ass.
Oh, no. All right,
What?
one day, we got to link up Coney
Let's go.
Island.
Yo, we gotta take you up to
At the
Coney
beach,
Island.
we
That's
gotta
the
go
craziest
do
shit I've heard in
drinks.
my life.
Let's do that.
Bro, you never been to, how long you
Nah.
been in New York?
Like, I think I'm coming up on 4 or 5, something
But
like
you know what?
that.
Given past all the
it's cool.
pandemic and everything, so you didn't have time to go.
I just seen a lot of shit in New York. I
Nah,
ain't made
Coney's
my
a
way out
vibe,
there
like,
yet.
especially
Coney Island's
Sometimes-
about. So the only
Yeah.
time you don't go to Coney Island is when it opens on Easter because someone gets shot.
Yes.
Then after that, it kind of tones down.
Oh,
but it's
shit.
every year.
No,
Every
July
year, someone
4th,
gets
you
shot.
go. Yeah.
Is it open now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's open because I went to the little margarita spot in the middle, like where the arcades are,
4th of
just the
July,
other day.
it's popping around 4th of July.
They
Oh,
do
I hate 4th of
fireworks.
July.
They
Yeah,
do
yeah,
fireworks
every Friday.
from the middle of June all the way to the end of August. Every Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
I hate 4th of July in New York City, by the way. Like,
That's
I-
especially if
I
it's a late
personally
night.
won't go late. I'll go while it's light outside. Because that night
it
is
get
like-
poppin'?
yeah.
First off, that's a very responsible take.
Nah, I go late.
I go late. I was like,
I
but
go late.
I also,
but I don't go. I go deep. Like
yeah,
I go,
that's
I go
that's
deep,
the other
like,
thing.
yeah.
But the other thing is, I worked around there, so I know mad
Yeah, I know-
cats. When
know
they see
people
me,
too.
they're like, "Yo, what
Yeah,
up?"
it's
So I'm
love,
like, I
it's
feel
love.
comfortable with it. But
You see what I'm saying though? That's exactly what I said. It goes back to what I said earlier. Like the type of lifestyle that y'all have had to live, it's crazy. Like it's not to say it ain't hoods everywhere, but the way y'all be politicking about shit, like okay, so he's saying it's dangerous, and y'all like, I'm comfortable.
But
Y'all
there's
not
no
saying it's
people
not
out there.
dangerous though.
If I knew people out there, I'm good. Because if you know people, you good.
yeah, facts.
But
That's
I
what it
don't
is.
know anybody out
But
there.
I feel like Coney Island is tricky. Like if you go to actually enjoy the rides,
I don't want to go nowhere where it's tricky, bro.
So if you're in the Astroland
Yes,
side by
yes.
the aquarium, you Gucci. You go a little further out to like where the
not even a little further, like 2 blocks.
Where the
like 2 blocks.
where the amphitheater is, because they do a lot of concerts there too. Like Fabulous performed there, mad people perform there. So they have the
I used to work
amphitheater.
there.
When you go to the amphitheater, on the other side of that's the projects.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there at night. That's why none of the shows are at night.
What be happening though?
You might get
Well,
shot.
I mean,
yeah, there's a
Coney
possibility
Island.
you can get
All
shot.
right, so Coney Island is kind of like away from everything.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Brooklyn. It's
I know
in
this
Brooklyn,
take
obviously,
far
but
as fuck to get there. It
it's-
took a long time to
it's
get there.
very far. It's close to the water.
Yeah.
You really don't go over there unless you're going over there.
Facts.
There's no
Coney
reason.
Island,
There's no
yeah.
reason to go past Coney Island.
Right.
Like you gotta say, I'm going to Coney Island and go there. So
Right.
really, it's not a lot of traffic. So if you ain't from here, don't come here type shit.
Yeah.
What's the worst borough? You know the worst
Yeah,
borough that I
so-
heard about is Far Rock. I heard the
That's
worst
not
shit
borough.
about Far
Now that's
Rock.
not a borough.
I mean, not
It's a
borough.
part of
Excuse
Queens.
me. Yeah, the worst neighborhood or whatever.
There's a
Far
reason
Rock.
for that.
But
because-
Far Rock is kind of the same as Coney Island. Like,
Yeah,
you
they
don't
have
go
the
there
same
if you
issue.
ain't from there. It's like,
Okay.
it's out the way. So if you coming
Yeah.
over here,
So
you
the
know you're
last
going over there
stop
for a
of the
reason.
D train is Stillwell. The last stop of the A train is Far Rockaway.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. When the trains stop,
Yeah.
your options stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause like,
That is pretty
why
much
you
what
on
it
the
is.
last stop if you're not from the last stop?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Man, you're not transferring to nothing.
Fuck around.
yeah,
fall
don't
asleep.
transfer. Like you come in here, so you should know people from
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
If you're not, why you over here?
Nah, it's
Like,
been
Nah,
facts.
it'd be some wild shit happening in New York, bro. I'm just grateful that like I ain't never had no crazy.
so let me ask you a
issues.
question. Like, so you never went on like a risky mission for some pussy in New York?
Not in a dangerous neighborhood.
No. So every girl you linked up with was in a good neighborhood.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
been blessed.
And I ain't just fuck with too many shorties out here either, but all the shorties that I fuck with, everything was smooth.
I keep shit a stack. I hate traversing the Bronx because it's nothing but hills.
If shorty from the Bronx, I ain't going. She gotta
That's
be.
where I live
I'll
now.
tell you right now.
Wait, I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
I'm from Brooklyn too.
Oh, yeah. All right, so good. No Bronx.
Where you from?
That's where I live now.
Queens, but I'm back and forth between Queens and Staten Island.
Oh,
so
alright.
I don't really jack in Staten Island, but I'm from Queens. You know,
I
Left
fuck
Right
with
City?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Left
that's
Right.
the hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do the Bronx, but I've
Yeah,
been there
whatever.
so many times for wild unnecessary links.
It's out there. That's what he's
Oh,
saying.
my
Like especially like in my
Hey,
high
it's
school
out there.
years, like early years, but I didn't have a car, so I had to train it. And that's the point where I'm thirsty for pussy the most. Like
Yeah.
13, 14, 15, like
Yeah.
I'm going to a house, like
Was you
dude,
nervous to do that shit sometimes?
like in the hoods.
Walking through the Bronx to go meet up with a shorty? Like,
I
cause,
mean, I never went as far as the
Cause
Bronx.
deep in the
Like,
Bronx
you
is some
don't
I never
scary
went.
shit.
I never went far as the Bronx that much. That's too far. But I've been like
You wasn't dedicated to the cause.
I was not. But I've been in like projects in Brooklyn where I know nobody,
if I-
bro. Like
Yeah.
that's just as bad. Like
Walking
It's just as bad.
like before I
I got
started.
lost in Red Hook.
Yeah, that's real. Before I had like family members and people that I knew, when I used to go to the pink houses, used to scare the shit out of me.
Pink houses you
What's
knew not
that?
to go to.
Nah, yeah,
East
that's
New
like
York.
Red Hook. That's like
East New York,
too big. It's
Pink
too big.
houses.
It's like 17 buildings. Like
Yeah.
you gotta get. If,
But I felt more comfortable walking through pink houses than I would ever anywhere in the Bronx. So I like if I'm going to the Bronx, I'll never take a train there.
I feel him on that. I feel him on that.
I took the train
feel
everywhere,
him on
but
that.
I got lucky, and this is where I get some luck here, right? So I get to be like, no, papi, I know you speak English. I work at the bodega, papi. I don't know. You know what I mean? I was fall back.
Where that shit work?
I'm about to say you might
Only
have
half the time.
I believe it
Word.
works.
Especially in the Bronx, they gotta work.
Well, first off, you can't even tell when
I'm
most
What they
talking
people.
about-
gonna say? What they gonna say to you though? Why you even gotta say that? Like what they
Because
saying?
some cats feel comfortable enough to think that if they don't know who you are, they'll press.
All right,
Yeah.
That is
so,
the most
so,
foolish
look,
shit
so I'm
ever.
gonna keep it a stack.
Especially
right?
back in the day when I
I'm
was younger,
from-
that used to happen all the time.
All right, Wolf, I'm from Brownsville, right? That's
Okay.
technically one of the worst hoods
Yeah, I
in
done
Brooklyn.
heard bad shit about
So
Brownsville.
like,
was terrible.
it's a game we used to play in probably like 6th, 7th grade, bro. It's called Bang Out. We used to just say,
that sounds
we all bored.
frightening.
Yo, let's catch a bang out. We all get up. We all walk in. First person we see, we banging them out. If we don't know, you know him? Do you know him? Do you know him? I don't know him. Bang out. So we used to play those games as kids.
Damn.
So that's
That
how
game's
that's how
mad
that's how
familiar.
shit used to be, bro.
I'll tell you right now.
That's how shit used to be.
What?
I'm sure it's still bad now, but through my entire lifetime,
Wait a minute.
my teens is the time where I saw the most guns ever in my life, and I lived in Vegas and I went to gun shows. I've seen more guns than I've seen in those gun shows during my teenage years of just niggas walking by, automatically threatening you. From the hip to in the whip to 4 of them on them. I'm just like, yo, this shit is foolish.
See, being born and raised in Queens, really
Yeah.
experienced this.
Yeah.
So I don't really know about the Brooklyn. I know I'm comfortable. 'cause I'm
Never heard of a
lucky.
bang out though?
No, it sounds familiar. I
Yeah.
remember hearing about Bang Out, but I was never participating, nor did it happen to me, thank God. But I feel like in Queens, I don't really experience seeing guns because Queens is real chill. Queens is a little fake.
Queens is
bougie.
kind of spread out though.
Hold on.
Yeah, like if
It's
you're
really
from
about-
Queensbridge
it's really-
or you're from any of the projects,
See, you know what it
then
is?
you're literally in the flow of that same
It's
Brooklyn
really
shit.
how compact the neighborhood is. If the
That's facts.
the more compact the neighborhood is, the more chaotic it is.
Yeah.
That's honestly fact. That's
Hold
just how it
on,
goes.
hold on. Why was y'all doing this, bro?
We have shit else to do.
Because it would be somebody like,
Bro,
let's
like-
go Bang Out.
Nah, this
Bro,
gotta
like,
be more.
I'm
It's
gonna
gotta
keep
be
it stacked.
more.
I'm not the most gangsters guy. I'm that's not me. But I am from the hood and like
You pick up things. When
yeah,
you're there.
like and like if
I
we all
understand
chilling,
that.
right? We all chilling.
I understand
We
that.
playing Skelly or basketball, whatever. Like you get bored of that after a while. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, it's that one badass kid that say, "Let's catch a bang out."
Exactly.
Light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. I'm the only one. Like I'm scared, but you gotta
Yeah,
go
but
do
you
it.
ain't-
Like
you ain't gonna pussy out. It's
and it's
all
like
right, we
I'm
down.
not gonna lose. Like it's all of
I
us.
think
Like
the most
like,
I've done was Ding Dong Ditch, and that's it.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
see, that's
I
regular
did that
nigga
too, though. I
shit.
did
What
that
they
too, though.
talking about is like damn near terrorism.
It's assault.
It's
Yeah.
terrorism.
It's
It's
assault.
assault.
That's what it is.
Crazy, bro.
So you walking through your neighborhood. It's like 7 p.m. It's getting dark or some shit like that. And
It don't
you-
even gotta be dark, though. Keep it honest.
Okay, whatever time it
It
is.
be broad day.
It's
Yeah,
broad,
never-
it's
never
broad
broad
day.
day.
Sun in the middle of the sky right now, and you and four niggas, y'all walking, looking like a presence. And then you see somebody, you be like, you know him? I don't know him. So then like what? You just like walk up on this nigga smooth, or you run down on him aggressively, then you put hands and feet on this nigga?
It depends, because sometimes some cats will just steal. Like, one of the things is, like...
What?
Like, we went through phases. Like, that came a little later on. Like, before that, when, like, wrestling popped off, everyone and their mother, like, we had full trains of motherfuckers throwing each other against shit and at each other. that would devolve into like full-blown fist fights. It would start off like playing around horseplay, and the next thing you know, you have the cops swarming the entire fucking shit.
I can understand that because that's a little different, though. Boys do shit like that.
No, but then that escalated into that. That's exactly what wound up happening. It just started to take slow steps. And obviously, we get bored of shit mad quick.
And it's not even like on some gang banging shit. Like,
now it was just...
You know how like gang bangers, like, all right, that's different.
This is worse than gang banging.
Yes.
No, it's not.
It was.
Yeah, it is. You want to know why? Because civilians catching wreck now. It's like, damn.
It was indiscriminate.
Niggas are civilians.
There was no reason for it. And there was no way that you could rationalize it when you got caught.
At least a gangbanger is like, nigga, we literally opposition to each other for a reason. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like versus like, so literally, I could be literally minding my business and some new kid, whatever they playing now today, with the newest variation of that shit. They be like, I don't know this nigga. And now I gotta defend my life because some niggas putting their hands on me. Like, that's crazy.
But like, why are you walking through a dangerous hood without knowing nobody though?
It's New York City. It could be a million reasons.
No. My mother raised me to say that.
GPS don't know these rules, bro, by the way.
But if you're driving, you can drive wherever you want.
GPS don't know these rules, though. But GPS has had me walk through hella projects, bro.
You know the rules.
But Wolf, why are you...
What rules?
If you're not from that hood, you're not supposed to go
I'm not from... Bro, I do not know that.
Now you should know that.
You know.
Wait, what you mean you don't know that?
You know
I don't know that.
There?
Listen, Texas not like that.
Wait, all right, so I'm gonna ask you a question, all right?
All right.
Texas may not be like that. Okay. I've never been to Texas.
Okay.
So if it's like a overly racist white neighborhood, you don't go over there, right?
Because I know it's overly racist.
So in Brownsville, it's overly dangerous. Like, this is the poverty of the most of crime rate is out the roof. You don't go there. Like, same thing.
But
put it like this: when you get to Brownsville, at a certain time, the rats aren't even out. That shit.
Yo, easy on the hood, bro. Easy on my hood, bro.
Fuck out of here, bro. I've been on Saratoga at night, and I've been on other blocks. At that same time of night, there's rats running. On Saratoga, there's none. These motherfuckers is gone. I'm like, how they shook? That's crazy.
Y'all niggas don't feel bad for doing that shit, though?
Of course. I was a kid, as an adult, I would never do that. I was a kid. Ramifications don't process in your brain.
I would rather bang out nowadays compared to now.
Niggas is shooting, bro. They straight. Like, niggas is not even fight. They graduated to not even fighting no more.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like
King Von got killed because he wanted to fight.
Yeah, and it's caught on camera, for real.
He wanted to fight.
My boy, his son just got locked up. He like 18, 19, shooting broad daylight just because he got a gun. Where you get a gun from? Who knows? But nowadays,
it's easy to get a gun,
can't even,
bro.
You know, back in the day when you was acting up as a kid, an older person would tell you, relax, you should watch your mouth. You'd be like, all right, I'm sorry, man.
That level of respect for your OG different.
Good. Nah, but yeah, Wolf, bro, that's how it is in Brooklyn, bro. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Don't go where you don't know, bro.
To be fair, like, the change over time was kind of crazy too, because like Williamsburg's always been but Benson, Bed-Stuy was crazy.
What does mean though? What does that mean?
It was kind of like Hasidic Jewish, and they kind of made sure that community was like insulary, where not too many people would come in.
Okay.
But then you saw Bed-Stuy. Bed-Stuy was literally Bed-Stuy, do or die.
It ain't that no more. I mean,
thank God, nigga.
It is, but
thank God. Thank God, nigga. Like, honestly, since I've been in New York City, been here for about 4 years, the number one thing that people talk about here is gentrification. And I'm gonna tell you something. Gentrification don't seem like such a bad thing from my perspective, bro.
And that's from your perspective.
Yeah,
from my perspective.
But what about all the families that lost their homes? What about all the culture that's erased?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Did you hear what I said, though?
I'm about to...
You're so passionate right now.
No. I feel you.
Talking, but did you just hear what I said, though?
I understand that 1,000,000%.
All right,
those family members, the niggas who was doing the crime, live with them families. They live with them families.
Them niggas don't got houses of their own. It's not targeting criminals.
Nah, but this is what I'm saying, though.
Gentrification is targeting everybody. This is what I'm saying. The grandmas, the aunties, everybody.
But this is what I'm saying. Shout out to gentrification because it made it safe for a nigga to live in New York City with it feeling like I could be safe.
There's a better argument against gentrification than families leaving, because that's an actually good rebuttal.
I understand gentrification.
Those families leaving took those wild niggas out.
No,
that's
you
true,
still can die in the sty.
Huh?
Yeah,
still could die in Best
it's
Eye.
nowhere
You could
near
die
at the
anywhere in
level
this
it used to
bitch.
But
be.
he's going to die next to a white person. That's the only difference.
No, that it's completely
Well, your
different.
chances,
white
have,
person
your,
walking
your
by you
chances
as
have
you
decreased, I
die.
would say. Your chances have decreased.
Correct. Yes.
Because I done heard, bro, I heard a nigga say that he was walking, minding his business. He had just locked up his bike. Somebody said something behind him. He turned around, nigga hit him in the mouth, and he hit him in the mouth with, he had a lock inside of a sock, and he swung that bit, and he said he lost his 2 front teeth because of that shit. And bro, I've heard the crazy, I probably heard,
Those are the master locks because those are the ones that hit the
bro,
hardest.
them
Yeah.
shits, bro. So I'm thinking
That
like,
was a real thing.
this nigga who was telling the story, good guy, bro. Good guy.
So-
he not active or nothing. So it's like, it's up for everybody.
So let me still man his position
It's
because
up.
I get
You gotta stay, yo.
I get your gentrification call. I get it.
Yeah, and
right?
gentrification suck, but you get where I'm coming from, though.
I think
hope.
we could have made that same move without having to sell out
How?
our people, and it's actually pretty easy,
Okay.
right? And not enough people talk about it,
Let's do
right?
it.
But before we get to that, there was a lot of mom and pops bodegas.
Yup.
There was a lot of fucking fire ass restaurants,
family businesses.
that we
Facts.
missed out
Community.
on, and communities where
Yes.
you can go to that
Understand.
store
Understand.
and be like,
And-
"This is the Johnson
and-
store.
and
This is
honestly,
Mr. Martinez's store."
Before
I
you finish
understand.
though, Best Style was kind of top of the food chain when it came to that in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Like culture and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best Style is like number one in culture. Like Brownsville is a
Understand.
bad neighborhood, Coney Island bad, but Best
Right.
Style is one of the top places in Brooklyn where it's like culture.
Right. Kind of like Harlem. Like, Harlem
Yeah,
to
yes,
be like,
yes, yes,
that
yes.
centered together. I get
Yes,
that.
yes.
So
Go ahead. Yeah.
what they could have did is that same money that they were looking for from outside investors to pour into that community, they could have sat there and poured that same amount of money into that community, into the people. The people themselves are the reason
Wait,
why
why
you deal with that. All you manage to do, gentrification, all it does
Nah.
is move people out so that those issues are now spread.
Okay.
Right? But now they tend to sit there and they become hot spots in different places.
now-
Wait,
real quick.
hold on, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Who's they?
Thank you. That's where I was going.
Who's they?
That's where I was
Who's
going.
they is anyone who sits there and seeks a profit, right?
But so
profiteers are going to make money.
So I would argue that the profiteers don't want to see black people in power.
Because black people
I
were
would
not
argue
the
that.
ones
I would
with
argue
the,
like
with the, with
because
the
if
money.
you just dump the money in the hands of black people, and now 100,000 of black people have ownership.
So, but can we keep it a stack?
Beyond that, though.
Profiteers don't have a color because some people.
I didn't give it a color.
Hold on, wait. But no, because you're saying they're disenfranchising just black. Profiteers will disadvantage anyone they can to sit here and make money. There's kids who are full of fucking lead because they sat there and they put a lead fucking paint factory or a fucking lead battery factory by a school and then give two fucks about those kids because the profit motive drove that. Whether those kids are black, brown, yellow, it doesn't matter, right? Because the profit motive is everything. It just seems to be that in those situations, because of the way that our socioeconomic stance is and our standings, puts us in places where it happens to us the most because we don't have representation that sits there and keeps that from happening to us.
Well, real quick, so like whoever they is, because I'm glad he asked that question, but like if they would have dumped money into these communities, what really would have happened? The businesses would have just got bigger, but what about the crime though?
See, what happens is a lot of those crimes are literally crimes of desperation.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
I don't got my
That's
own.
facts.
That's true.
I don't got
That's
my
facts.
own. So I'm going to take yours. But the sad part is I'm taking someone else's who didn't
don't
have
got-
it either.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like we're taking it from it's not some Robin Hood shit. I'm
Okay.
not running up in the Wall Street and taking their
Okay.
bread and bringing it to the
No.
hood.
Okay, so
I'm not doing that.
So for my clarification, because again, I don't know.
Mhm.
It was family-owned businesses and all that and culture first, then crime?
It was
I
there
think it was both.
and it was in tandem.
It was both.
It was
Okay.
in tandem.
Okay. So then how would the money really
But
help
it would be like family owned businesses right next door to a projects.
But you get what I'm saying? Because like if it was family-owned businesses, right, and then let's say like the crack, everything, things happen, right? Certain jobs got knocked out of the ecosystem. It's like, okay, boom, now niggas is desperate. Now I can understand like the anarchy coming. But if anarchy was already there, it's smaller, but if it was already there, then it was like, how would bringing more money to the businesses help with the anarchy that was already festering?
See, the thing is that you have to. There's two ways of looking at things. When we're talking to individuals, we got to be super individualistic. I'm gonna tell him, you got to do for yourself, period, because ain't no one gonna do shit for you.
Mm-hmm.
When I
that's a
take
fact.
that step back
That's true.
and I look at his whole family,
Right.
There has to be a systematic fix to the issues that are causing all of them to have that problem, not just him. So in that conversation with him, I'm gonna address him specifically. When I take that step back, I need to address everyone. That's why you have to have it in both hands. So that you gotta pick yourself up by your bootstrap is literally impossible because you can't. You're holding yourself down with your own weight. You can't lift yourself by your bootstrap.
Right,
it's impossible,
that.
right?
I feel that.
But you should always be sitting there trying your best to lift yourself out of whatever you're in.
Yeah.
And then the bigger process is what happens behind you to sit here and help you out with all that shit, right? So where the system's sitting here playing to your strengths or giving you an out that you didn't have before. Because to keep it a stack, back in the day, I can't even tell you how many of niggas that I know are currently locked up.
Right.
Outside of how many niggas I know are dead.
Right.
And that was the crazy part. During my teenage years, I went to funerals regularly.
So it's not really about money then. It's really just about parenting, if anything. You know what I mean? Because it's
Hell
like,
no. Bro, like,
it gotta be though, bro.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. Parenting don't really work in the projects, bro. Like,
Come on, bro.
There was exceptions to the rule, but they weren't the rule.
No, I know.
All right, so maybe
Yeah,
I
go
went
ahead.
too far by saying that.
You didn't. I understand what you meant.
But it's like, all right, like, my mom said, come home at 5 or 8, whatever the time is.
Right.
But Wolf is my best friend. He my best friend. We all hanging out. Fuck what my mom say.
See, you wasn't getting your ass whooped.
No.
Nigga, get my ass whooped. I'm still hanging with my friends.
And getting your ass whooped?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you a different kind of nigga.
Yes. So
Yes.
as a New
You a
Yorker,
different kind of nigga.
you're a natural masochist.
I told you y'all was different. I told you y'all was different, bro.
As New Yorkers, we're natural masochists.
Nigga,
All right, so,
my mom
all right,
said
maybe
be home at 7.
Yeah.
Guess who there is 6:59?
So, all right, I'm gonna be honest. My mom was not OD strict, but she was kind of strict.
Mine
It was
too.
niggas younger than me doing way worse shit than I was doing.
Right, that's
And
how it
and I'm
is.
looking at mom like, what the
Yeah.
whatever. But it was times where an ass whooping don't solve shit. You beat my ass, as long as you let me out that door, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do.
After the ass whooping?
Yes.
Knowing you was gonna get another one?
Yes.
Nah.
New Yorkers are natural
What
masochists.
kind of ass
We
whoopings
live
was
here
y'all
because
getting?
we
Wolf,
want
I was
to.
getting an ass whooping, Wolf.
What kind of ass whooping was y'all
ass
getting? Like, I
whooping.
was trying to like figure out how many layers of clothes I could put on to
All
make
right.
that shit not hurt as bad
I'm
again.
gonna create
Respectfully.
I'm a grown ass man.
Right.
My mom had me at 16.
Okay.
She young as fuck.
Okay.
Today, I probably could beat my mom. Probably.
What you mean? Like,
If my mom is dead ass serious and I'm dead ass serious, I probably could beat her.
I mean,
Now, because she's
of course,
older.
you a man, of course.
Probably though. I said
Nah,
probably.
he's saying probably.
I said
I don't
probably,
think you got
bro.
what he's saying. Like, she's
Okay.
willing to run
So,
the fade.
so
That's
let's
what he's
run,
trying to say.
so let's run it back 10 years.
Okay.
I got it
Not happening,
even. I got it
bro.
even better.
It's
This
not
is the
happening,
perfect.
bro.
This is the perfect way. If your mom would have flexed on you, would you flinch?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I flinch and my mom raises her hand.
Yeah.
Because my PTSD clicking and I'm
Yeah.
just like, yo,
Oh, God.
like, what are you doing? Keep your hands to yourself, lady. What the fuck? Right? Like, that's my automatic response. And never mind you, my mom's is short as shit.
Right.
But if she would go like this, I'm jumping. Like, yo.
Yeah.
Like,
But that wasn't enough to make you follow her rules.
of course not. You want to know why? Because
nuts,
out
bro.
of sight, out of mind. My mom wasn't there with me. You want to know why? Because my mom had to work 2 jobs in order to make sure that we could
See,
sit here
that's-
and live
okay.
where we were at.
That's a different story.
So
though.
when you don't have supervision,
Of
you want to know
course.
who supervises
Of
you? Them
course.
streets.
That's what
and
kids
that's exactly
do.
what
But that's what
happened.
kids do.
Look,
That's what kids do.
But look though, like with me, my mom used to like feed me, obviously.
Right.
Make sure I had nice clothes, clean clothes,
You're
right?
not starving. Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I was one of the kids where I had a TV in my house. I had a nice, like, my house was nice. I go to other people's house. Oh
It's
shit.
different.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Right? I'm one of those
My
kids.
house was those other kids' houses.
I was one of those kids, right? But I was hanging with all of those kids.
I understand
So
that.
now I'm 13. We got bikes. We got scooters.
Oh my God, we
We
out.
out.
Yeah.
Like,
But this is what I'm-
we running like we
Bro,
out, bro.
this is
like,
what I'm asking you though. If your mother tell you, and she's home, she's not at work,
Mm-mm.
and she tell you be here by 8 p.m., you not gonna be there by 8 p.m.? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
How many times out of 10? Maybe, no, like I'm not gonna break the rule.
I know as a kid,
like,
we all push boundaries. We men too, so it's like you gonna do that shit a little bit. But after a while, when you know mama not
I'm
playing,
gonna keep it a stack. Once I started getting pussy, clip.
wow.
Yes.
It was clip. It was
I
clip.
walked into my house
was
at
clip.
10 o'clock. My mom told me to be there at 6.
was
I
clip,
thought
bro.
I was slick. I opened the door mad slow. It's
Yup.
a project door, metal.
Yup.
I go and I close it. Now
Yup.
there's a specific pot to make rice in Spanish households. It's called a caldero. It's 100% metal. Metal on metal. She took the top and flung it at me like a frisbee. If I didn't duck, I wouldn't be here. Right? That's the energy my mom was on. My mom was a fucking dancer, bro. My mom was a dancer. And she had all the fucking attire for it, right? She had all the attire for it. She had the fucking, I'm talking about the freestyle days. I'm talking about Studio 50. My mom was out here. She was out here.
That's tight.
Right?
That's tight.
She used to have the belts to go with the ensemble. She used to have the belts to go with the ensemble. We used to hide those belts because I knew I was going to do some fuck shit. And she was going to fuck me up with that belt. Right? My mom also could throw hands.
Yep.
Right? And there was times where I had to body up because she was coming for the rib cage.
Yes.
That's the type of shit that
I've
you deal with.
seen my mom whip ass, like as a kid.
I seen my mom square up with bitches and niggas.
Yes.
No hesitation.
You gotta remember, my mom had me at 16, so the age gap is not that far. I've seen her whip ass.
My mom had me at 30 and she was in the streets.
And y'all still wasn't convinced to do what she told you to do. That's wild.
I mean, I wasn't, but I was willing to risk it.
Yeah,
you said once you got pussy, it was different.
That's what it is.
Once I got pussy, it was like, I don't even fuck.
Yeah, pussy was way better than the ass whoopings.
That's so. I can't relate to that.
Yeah, when I walked into the house, I was like, listen, what I do is I get into the fetal position.
Oh wait, so you was just listening to everything your mom said?
Like outside of the fact that all boys, they buck against the rules a little bit. That's just kind of that's what it means to become a man. But for the most part, bro, anything my parents said, it went, bro.
That's crazy.
Now, was I sneaking and trying to do shit to get around the rules? Absolutely. But when it came to like some shit I knew I couldn't avoid, like if they say be home at this time, I couldn't avoid that.
So,
because they there waiting on me.
I would try to lie my way through it. Like I'm a risk it. Like, I'm gonna figure it out.
Like, how when I said it originally, New Yorkers are masochists.
Yeah.
They are. That's not a joke. I'm not joking. Anyone who's a lifelong New Yorker, you ask them certain questions, they're desensitized to this shit. And if they don't hear it, like for instance, at night, if you don't hear gunshots, police sirens and shit like that, you can't fall asleep. So go somewhere quiet and you're an insomniac.
Like
you can't sleep.
It's like
I've heard that from people.
In the hood,
I'm the one of
you
those
hear
people.
all the sirens and the gunshots, you go to sleep. But then when you're in the quiet, you're like, hold on, wait.
Every noise bothers you.
It's too
quiet. What the fuck was that?
I'm scared. You scared.
The paranoia kick in.
You're more scared in the quiet than you are in the
So look
chaos.
at this. And I've heard that from people before. I've heard people say that. So I know that's some real shit. But like, you two, I'm assuming, and I say assume, because I done heard some crazy shit from niggas I thought was nice guys. You're like, I used to rob niggas like you? Like, it's crazy. So as guys who wasn't, well, you say you was beating niggas up, but for the most part, it's niggas who wasn't like going out their way to hurting people and shit like that. Imagine the people, y'all wasn't listening to y'all parents. Imagine the niggas who out here really wreaking havoc in your zip code.
But I feel like those niggas ain't even have fucking parents.
Facts.
Nigga, some of them, nigga, some of them did, bro.
I'll give you.
Some being raised by their siblings.
Who the fuck raising them?
All right, so one of my best childhood friends, he had a mother and a father. Like both of them. I know both of them, experienced both of them. I was there in his house, in and out. But they let him do whatever the fuck he want. So yeah, he had both parents, but
so you was doing whatever the fuck you wanted to.
Me?
Yeah.
Hell no.
You saying there's a difference between yours and his, though?
No, I'm hell yeah.
I think
hell yeah.
Whoever the fuck you want is like, there's kids who will literally just go to school, do whatever the fuck they want, and don't have a curfew. We're given a curfew.
Yes, I was breaking it and ask them.
Whatever you're doing, you're coming home knowing that. All right, while you're out doing what you're doing, you know you're gonna get your ass over.
Facts.
Two
questions. Facts.
Two questions for both of y'all. Out of 10 of your friends, you first, you second. How many of them is robbing people and doing crime? Out of 10.
What age? What age you talking?
Help me out. Like, what age should it be?
Mid-teens.
Okay.
High school or before high school?
End of junior high school, going into high school.
Robbing people? All right, so I'm gonna keep honest with you, bro. My first time seeing brass knuckles was in like 5th grade. I seen a nigga get punched with brass knuckles, and I was with the nigga who punched the nigga.
Yeah.
I was scared for the nigga.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what brass knuckles was. It's 5th grade.
You know this shit bad.
Look, it's 5th grade. I'm with the nigga. It's me, the nigga, and another nigga. He like, yo, bro, let's go to the park. I gotta holler at this guy. I'm like, all right. School don't start till like another 20. It's 7:45, bro. Like, school don't start for another 20 minutes. Like, let's go play.
In the morning?
Bro, we normally play ball in the park before the school open.
Oh, yeah.
So we in the park, everybody chill. He like, yo, bro, we going to the park. I gotta holler at him, son. He pull out the brass knuckles and punches him in the face. The dude, like, hold his head, like, whoa, like, he was shocked, like, that wasn't a regular punch.
Right.
I'm shocked, like, whoa, what the fuck he just did? This is 5th grade, bro. So, to answer your question, not a lot. I would say out of 10, 4.
Okay.
4.
So to kind of jump off his shit, the first time I ever seen a taped up 38, I was in the 6th grade playing basketball. Old boy came up, was like, yo, it's gonna be our turn. I'm like, what you mean our? I was like, it's just you, Pop. I'm like, what are you talking about? That man?
He said it's just you.
I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
It's just you.
I'm super confused. I was really good at math. I was like, this is not mathing. I don't know what's going on here. Right? So
Nigga said, like you went through what he went
Right.
through.
and he just lifts up and you can see the tape around the trigger.
What grade?
6th.
6th grade.
Tape around the hammer,
That's
tape
nuts.
around the fucking handle.
That's nuts.
Right?
But children are a product of their environment. So
Correct.
Environment.
So that was the first time I ever saw that. And I'm like, why is there tape on that? I had to go to my brother and ask. He was like, fingerprints, you dumb fuck.
Damn.
I was like, oh,
Damn.
cool. I guess now I know.
Damn.
Right? That means that's a community joint.
Yeah.
Meaning you
just
pass
went
that
there
around however. Right?
Damn.
And probably had bodies on it. That was the first time I ever
If
seen
it
it.
got tape on it, it definitely got bodies on it.
So-
for sure.
Out of my friend group, it was 6 out of 10.
6 out of
Right?
10.
And
And before high school.
before high school. And one of the reasons why is because I was a little farther back, right? So like I'm a little older.
Right.
And during that time was like the peak right after it was the crack epidemic and then the aftermath of the crack epidemic,
right.
right? So I was one of the kids of the aftermath.
Okay.
And my entire group was.
Understood.
And we were all stuck with that.
Understood.
And that shit was rough,
Understood.
right? So your first thought process is how I'm gonna make sure I'm good.
Of course.
And that's what we would go through.
Yep.
So like you would know, for instance, day laborers, you know which days they get paid, what they tend to do, and where to find them to make sure you get the most cash out of it. Like these are the things you start processing. What's the easiest way to break a car window? Well, you just take a fuse and a sock and you break the window. Bang, done. Right?
Let me ask you one question. So you grew up in what area in Texas?
I grew up in they call it Northside, which is just saying North Dallas. North Dallas and South Dallas.
So
Oak Cliff to be exact.
I would assume that guns are pretty legal in Texas.
Texas is like one of the gun capitals
Yeah,
of the
guns
United
are
States, bro.
illegal. And my friends had guns in around similar ages. Like first time I seen a gun was in 7th, 8th grade.
First time you shot a gun.
Seen a gun.
First time you shot a gun.
First time I shot a gun, it was my cousin's gun. I can't say too much on that. But we ain't shooting at nobody. We was shooting in the trees and shit like that.
Alright, cool. So
Yeah.
so you
Yo, I grew up different.
Yeah.
You was in the suburbs of Queens, that's why.
Queens and Staten Island. So it was just
so
like,
the first time you seen a gun.
first time I seen a gun, I'm gonna have to say when I was I want to say 2019. Like
Recently.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Recently.
Shout out to you and your
That's
super
crazy.
chill fucking child. I love that for
First
you.
time I seen a gun wasn't even like a regular. It was like I remember like I probably was like 6 years old, 7 years old. I remember looking out the window, some guy killed a cop, and then cops was flooded out like shields, all that. Like
the whole
he
thing.
jumped out the window and killed himself because he didn't want to go to jail. Or he didn't want to die. This is in my hood. I'm looking out the window like I remember seeing the shields. Like they got shields, bro. Like
You looking at it from like high up?
I was like a third floor. It
Oh,
wasn't
third
that
floor.
high. It
Okay,
wasn't
okay,
that high.
okay.
But I was able to see like big ass
Damn, you can really
guns
see it then. For real.
and fucking shields. I was like, whoa, like this is a war zone. Like this shit was like a war zone to me. I was probably like young as fuck.
So
I definitely was younger than 10 years old for sure.
And so and not to really like harp on this, but again, like when you think about advances happening in the neighborhood, let's just say it like that, you know what I mean? Like new energy coming to the neighborhood and it gets rid of some of that danger, some of that possible violence. Like that's low-key a fake good thing, bro. It low-key fake is, bro.
But what winds up happening is like I told you before, all it does is shift the problem.
Yep.
It doesn't eliminate the problem.
It shift the
It
problem.
just moves the problem out of here.
Moving to Texas.
Right? So for instance, Jersey, a lot of parts in Jersey, there's a huge uptick in crime.
It's
Why?
getting bad.
Because they
Right.
can't afford to be in New York City.
Right.
So they went to New Jersey.
Right.
PA, same problem.
Atlanta.
Right.
Yep.
Atlanta, same problem.
Right.
All you're doing is just shifting the problem. No one's addressing the problem.
Well, because people with money don't got time to address the problem. They just know it's like you need to step out the way so we can like make more money.
That's also because the way representation works is exactly that. The people who actively spend money and do things are the ones who are going to sit there and get the most representation because they're a part of a constituency that requires change.
Yeah.
There's a way for everyone to be a part of the constituency, but no one talks about that. Because it's a very fucking simple thing we do. They give you a nice little sticker on you, and it's not for when it's either Biden or Trump. It's those local joints. Because those are the ones that matter.
Yeah. Well, you know, like, to be honest, kids really got to start listening to the parents. And if the parents is not doing what they're supposed to do, then it's almost not impossible, but it's very difficult for a kid. It's like falling down the side of a mountain trying to find a far enough ledge out to really grasp hold of something. Like, if the parents is not that, then it's like, I don't know what, it's like, it's between the kid and the universe.
I don't agree with that at all.
You have to.
I think, no, he's absolutely right. Because what happens is we used to be on some, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah.
We moved away from that because now we don't have those same type of communities because they got moved out.
So, all right, this is a simple analogy.
Okay.
You following where I'm coming from?
I do.
It wasn't all in one lump sum.
It's still on the parents, though, is what I'm saying.
True,
like it's
but
the
if the parents were shitty because their parents were shitty,
Facts.
right?
I'm gonna give
that means there's a system of this going on.
Yes.
At some point, you have to fix the glitch in that system in order for it to be fixed.
But at one point, does a kid not have enough consciousness to be like, let me stop doing this?
Exactly.
At what point?
Because I feel like it's a parent's responsibility to say, you know what, if you went through it, you shouldn't want that same environment for your child. So why don't you do the best you can to take your child out of that environment?
But listen, to his point though, he's saying he got two generations. The grandparents wasn't shit, the parents wasn't shit. So you can't expect the child to be shit, right? But what I'm asking is, okay, so that kid goes through world roguish as fuck. He roguish, bro. Don't know how to listen, don't respect authority. I understand all of that. But at some point, that kid has to develop his own discernment to be like, I gotta make a difference.
So I look at it like, kind of like John Moran. Let's say, I don't know his life, right? I don't know his life, but let's say he grew up.
John Moran had both parents. He went to a really good school. So he had a lot of really good things in his life.
Per se. I'm talking about the kid with that type of mindset.
Understood. Which
I'm
is
talking about him per se.
a lot of them.
I'm talking about the kid with that mindset, right? Let's say he grew up with that grandparents was bad. So he ended up bad, right?
Right.
But in the same token, he's the generation that could change that. His grandfather ain't changed that. So my overall point is like, the generation before us wasn't really getting to the bag, really though.
Nah, they're not.
They wasn't really getting to like
they're not.
These goals and
They're not.
success and really getting to changing the stratosphere of our family, bro.
Okay. But you know,
it wasn't getting to that.
It's something they say in the court of law, right? Like, ignorance is no excuse of the law. And
Correct.
I can see that being like, that doesn't leave room for empathy, and it doesn't. But when you talk about being a man and growing up through fucking life, and if all you got is you, nigga, all you got is you better figure it out sooner than later.
So let's take it back to what I said originally. That same boy you talking about, right? Roguish. Because his grandparents wasn't shit. His parents wasn't shit.
For sure.
Right? And he ain't shit.
For sure.
Right? But when you talk to him, you want to know what you do? You give him the best individualistic advice you possibly can.
Okay.
But then when you take the step back,
Okay.
you fix the system in which allowed that to happen.
Now,
that's the problem we continue to show.
No, of
it's
course.
always going to be that.
Of course.
People who sit here and always think it's just the system, never harp on personal responsibility. And the people who harp on personal responsibility never realize there's a system behind it that hold down the masses. Because one makes it, there's still 50 more that won't.
Bro, you right. You so fucking right, bro. And it's like, but then that becomes trivial because it's like chicken before the egg the chicken, you know what I mean? It becomes that. So it's like, you couldn't be more right. But at some point, somebody they falling, you gotta hold on to that side of that ledge that you can find. You falling at a rapid speed is crazy, but you gotta grab onto something, because if you don't, there is no empathy for you. Ignorance is no excuse for the law. Like, your father wasn't shit, your grandfather wasn't shit. Who gives a fuck, nigga? If you do this fucked up shit, I'm taking your little ass to jail. And you know what? You're gonna be fucked up just like them.
Using your analogy, I can make it work even better. They're falling off the side of the cliff. The system is the rope. Them climbing up is the will to do it on the individualistic side. That's what it is.
That's
right?
great.
You're
Absolutely.
falling off a
Absolutely.
cliff. The only thing that's going to help you is
Absolutely.
for there to be a route for it to happen. Now, at that point, once that
absolutely.
route is opened, what happens? You need to have the drive to do it, right? And we need to
100%.
be able to sit here, and this is where we got back to the same thing too, where a lot of
100%.
these young kids don't have OGs. They don't have anyone telling them. I can tell you how to do some crime shit. I can tell you how to do some fuck shit, but I can't tell you how the best way to relive your life.
These OGs wasn't living their life trying to reach millions of dollars. honestly speaking, though, like
They was just trying to survive.
yes, these young kids are seeing the potentials of life, and that's what they're gunning for. So it's a whole different mindset. You can't tell me, bro, buy some felines. No, I want Balenciagas. Like, don't talk to me, bro. Don't talk to me. You're not even in the same, like, obviously that was a shitty example, but
I understood.
Like,
I understood.
that's how it be. So
Understood.
you OG, but your view is this small. What I see on the social media and what I see my potential is way bigger than whatever you could tell me.
That's the problem, though, and that goes right.
That's materialistic as fuck.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the real
You
problem.
only say I'm materialistic because of the example I gave.
No, I understand
But,
the example, but like, because I think I understand the true essence of what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that, I think that feeds more into the problem again. It was like you, the ultimate fuck up, because you don't understand authority from, you have to have authority.
All right.
It don't got to be from the police, it don't got to be from your teachers, but it got to be from somebody, bro. Somebody got to be
But
able
if
to
everybody giving you a warped view, like, bro, stop doing this. Stop
somebody
doing that.
got to be able to talk to you. Can't nobody
But
talk to
if
you?
everybody tell you to stop.
There's no moral compass. That's the issue.
For sure.
Morality is lacking.
For sure.
Right? And I'm not saying that shit
Nobody
as-
wants to hear
as-
stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
that's the
stop,
problem.
Stop.
That's the
But
problem.
if you don't
Hear that,
have
bro.
any form of discipline at all in yourself, this is why
listen.
when you're having a conversation with someone specifically, it has to be super individualistic, right? Because you have to sit here and tell them what their faults are, what it is that they can do to sit here and better their circumstance, right? I can't sit here and tell you, yo, listen, the only way this is going to work for you if they finally sit there and decide to fix a lot of these structural problems. Maybe possibly reparations. Or if not reparations, let's take it even further. Let's say that they have grant programs set up so that you're able to sit here and take that same amount of money that's due out to sit here and start a business. Or sit there, go to school. And not on anyone else's dime, but the dime that was owed to the people who came before you. Right? That would be a great conversation to have. But no one can wait for that. So while we're sitting here trying to make those structural changes, in the meantime, you need to figure out what is it that I'm going to do to take this first step out this ditch, right? That's how it works. But no one's preaching that because it's either one or the other. Either you ain't shit because you're not doing it on your own, or you have to wait for the system to do something for you. When it's a two-pronged fucking offense that should be happening at the whole time. But no, what happens is you're always going to hear one or the other. You're never going to find out that right in the middle is where you need to be. You need to be advocating for the changes while still sitting there making as many fucking steps forward as you possibly can. That's what it is.
All right, so let's pivot a little bit.
Pass me that lemonade, though.
We got the guys from the. I kind of say, nah, you were 25 and over.
Wolf
Wolf is a.
I'll take that.
He honorary.
Honorary.
I'll take that.
So
He's a
it's just
engineer,
simple
producer.
question. Simple question. After 25, I realized blank.
Life gets better.
You think so? Shit.
Hell yeah,
After
nigga.
25, I think life gets real because the
I think it's just been super lit, nigga. What up?
I think you prepare yourself for turning 30, right? For me, I prepare myself for turning 30 because at a certain age, I told myself at 30, I want this. I want to be married. I want to own a house.
That shit didn't happen,
I want
right?
this, and none of that shit happened.
That shit came fast as fuck, right?
So then after 25, everything sped. So now when you're at 30, it's just like, all right, nigga, let's look at your finances.
Yeah.
And literally, my mother was talking to me about you don't have no money saved for real. And I was like, yeah, it's your fault. And she was like, why? I was like, because you did not teach me any financial literacy, but you want to tell me how to clean the bathroom properly. Like, yes, I could learn all that. Yes, I could learn about world history and fucking
But do your
school.
mother have financial literacy?
Does she has it? I would say she's good with money. She does have money saved up. She's good with credit. The financial literacy that we have now, like as far as stocks and shit, I don't think she knows all that. But she knows she knew all about credit, what she didn't teach me about. She could help me a little bit more. To tell me, hey, let me take money from you and save my money. So now I'm fucked up because now when I get money, all I want to do is fucking spend it. So at 30, it's like, damn, like I gotta start from like I'm 20 again, and I want to do everything that I should have done in my 20s in 1 year, and that shit's hard because now you're like, where the fuck do you start from?
I don't see it like that, bro.
Why did what you just said to me just remind me of a Biggie lyric?
What?
Being broken 30, give a nigga the chills.
Yeah.
See, I'm about to make that a shirt.
I don't see it like that, bro. I kind of just see it like it's a lot of, because I feel the same way. Like, I have the utmost respect for both of my parents. They're beautiful human beings, but there's a lot of shit that they didn't teach me that would have been really helpful to learn right now. But I just charge it to the game, be like, oh, well, shit. Y'all didn't know, didn't teach me. It's up to me to figure that shit out. And that's what I've been fucking doing. I've been trying to figure it out.
I feel like if my mother was successful with money, had multiple
businesses and shit like that.
multiple credit cards, multiple
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah.
She should have taught you.
She should have taught me, right? So that's your job as my mother.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's all day. But since that's not the case, what we gonna do about life right now?
Right. So at fucking 30, it's a lot because I'm trying to.
You got catching up to do.
Yeah.
So catch up.
But
You know
it's
what I mean?
Yo,
hard.
that was so easy. You don't even got to talk no more. We'll figure it out.
So
catch up.
Catch up. That's your only option. You know what I mean?
But it's so easy to say catch up when it's hard to to save money when you're doing everything by yourself. So I live in my apartment, make $1,800, right? And everybody we was just joking about this. Everybody just joke like, "Oh, you make 6 figures." Yeah, but that shit means nothing in New York. Now let me take my 6 figures down south. I'll be a fucking millionaire.
If you were to go to Montana with your 6 figures, your whole life would change.
Exactly.
Your whole life would change.
Even in New
Montana.
York City though, like you make 6 figures, your rent $1,800, you living good.
Nah, that's facts.
You living good.
Wow.
Hold on.
He's right.
Hold on.
No,
Break down. Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Break down what
What
6
you mean,
figures.
how?
Hold on, wait.
He's right.
No. I've made 6 figures. 6 figures ain't shit in New York City.
Keep in mind, he doesn't have children. Keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, you fucking up. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Bro, I
We
was
did the calculations. 1,800. All right, so they take out taxes.
Bro.
All right, my 6 figures. At the end of the week, I come home.
honestly, you from Queens, bro. You gotta chill, bro. These niggas got it way harder than that, bro.
So
These niggas got it way harder than that, bro.
You're making easily $8,000 a month.
after taxes.
No, $8,000 a month. We're talking about net. We're not talking about gross. We're talking about net.
Just net, I'm not making $8,000 a month.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Your gross is 8.
Not too
right?
far off,
Your net is because of the tax bracket that you're in.
Yeah.
You're sitting there about like $5,000.
Yeah.
Right. Take 1,800 out.
On God.
Right? Most people are currently paying.
God.
Most people are currently paying
hold on,
45% of their income on rent. You aren't even paying that.
That's a fact.
So
bro.
technically, this is budgeting, Pop. This is on you.
Talk to this nigga, bro.
This is on you.
I was with you at first, but bro, like,
so wait, there's more to it because I'm.
The plot thickens?
Yeah, the plot
Let's go. The
thickens.
plot
One thing about
thickens.
them
All right.
tables.
So, but I like a certain lifestyle. So I do have a cleaning lady.
Well, there you go.
I do like.
Well, there you go.
that's that queen shit though.
That is
There
that
you
Queen
go.
shit. We're going to put that on Queens. We're going to put that on the suburbs
He
of
said, I like a
Queens.
certain lifestyle.
I have a certain lifestyle. So the lifestyle I want doesn't help me survive.
So now my question to you is,
No.
right? If you were to nix out certain portions of that lifestyle, how much
Yes.
money could you save?
Way more.
If you're a single man,
Wait, so you don't clean up?
first off, I respect that because I would rather have Maria in the house busting it down than
but
me doing it. You know what I mean?
Wait, I'm not gonna have Maria busting it down and I'm complaining about my life. I'm not
complaining about it.
Wait, I'm paying Maria this amount. Hold on, wait, give me that. I'm gonna do it myself. If I'm complaining, if I'm complaining,
1,800 for the amount of space, like I could get down south, I'll be okay with that. But I'm paying 1,800.
Yeah, but you in New York.
And
though.
you
It's
sneeze
almost-
and you in the bathroom. I completely understand where you're coming from. But at the same time, if you down south, you can't do the shit that you do here. Right? You're paying for the luxuries of New York City. 3 o'clock in the morning, I can get a chopped cheese. I can travel anywhere on 275. You never, that's
never had a chopped-
crazy.
Yo.
So him, Coney Island, you chopped cheese.
I had a chopped cheese.
you never had chopped cheese?
I had a couple of them. Hoes.
Wait, why you never had chopped cheese?
Why not? Because like it was never like
Wait, do you like burgers?
yeah.
So is it just
There's a chopped cheese,
cheeseburger?
Pop. What are we talking about
But
right
better,
now?
but way better.
But way better,
Way
like-
better.
I gotta give me a chopped cheese, but where I get it from?
Don't worry. We got
Listen,
you.
all you need to know
We
is
got
that
you.
6
So we gotta
figures.
take him to Coney
More
Island.
than
And
enough.
him a chopped
Hey,
cheese.
we gotta get you a chopped cheese.
got
Like, what the
bosses.
fuck?
We are. Now that that's all that we talking about
6
it, we
figures is
100% do
way
it.
more than enough.
But nah,
Nah, hell
if
yeah,
you were-
it is.
If you were
You
to
living good, bro.
consolidate
great.
some
You
of
living
those
great, bro.
things,
Right.
like for your meals, are you doing meal preps? Or are you doing?
All right, I feel attacked. I do Uber Eats most of the time.
Okay, so here's
See?
a
So-
perfect
so
way of
we're
fixing
We're not
that.
attacking you. That's
Hold
the
on, wait.
crazy part.
Here's a perfect way of fixing that, right? You can consolidate
Nigga,
down
the
your shit.
fuck?
Is meal preps to where it's incredibly easy for you to just make it 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Boom, done. Now you've now cut down that Uber Eats by like 50%.
And you can pay people to meal prep for you.
Oh,
Facts.
And my other problem is, damn. All right, in my case, New York City is a crazy world. So what
So you're
I'ma
attacked.
do-
You're gonna be attacked by the end of this. Keep going though.
I have a problem with Uber. Like I'm on Uber for everywhere. Like,
All right, someone else talk to him because I do the same shit. So I'll shut the fuck up.
All right, so my advice, I can't give you advice, but my best advice
opinion.
will be find what you can scale back on and
Everything.
scale the fuck back.
Scale back
So-
on everything, nigga.
When you set your monthly budget,
Scale back,
what's
nigga.
your priority? Now we know rent, right? utilities, because you have an apartment but no lights. It's gonna be kind of hard to figure out where the fuck you at, right? Right. So let's take those two out, right? We already discussed food is somewhat of an issue. What are some of the other expenditures that you're doing on a because
Uber.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Uber is really what's
could
getting
budget,
you.
Hold on, wait. I could
It's the Uber.
budget for a company. I could budget
Uber.
for a store. I could budget for employees. I have an issue budgeting for myself,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
And I only clicked for me when I started to look at my life like a business. And once I did that, it helped. That's why within the time frame of what's been going on lately, I've been able to stretch my shit out crazy.
No, that it's crazy you say that because I'm a manager of a restaurant too. So it's just like when you was like, when they tell you they need these numbers,
Yeah,
I
you
could
got that
manage
all
a
day.
P&L down.
But not
Yeah.
yourself.
Not
First
myself.
off, do you understand what he just said? P&L. That's profit and loss. He has a full-blown understanding of what profit is when you
Wait, so-
subtract out
wait, hold on,
what
wait.
cost is.
Wait, so
so
wait,
he
hold on,
knows
wait.
what the difference
Wait,
is.
so why can't you do that for your own life?
Because fuck
Because
that. I'm already
there's no
doing it as a
account-
job. That's what fuck
Yeah,
is
and
it?
there's
No,
accountability.
hell no.
I got you.
I
There
don't
you go,
understand.
that's what it
no.
is.
You can't rationale that at all. You can't.
No, he just said it.
With a job, there's accountability. If you don't reach these numbers, you're clipped.
No, but if you don't
Nigga, your
P&L
life?
your own life,
You treat the job better than your life?
what the fuck?
I don't understand.
I don't agree with that shit at all.
I don't understand.
Hell no.
Nigga. Nah, I don't
Everything I
understand
learned
that.
at work, I transferred over to my real life.
Nigga, the job
And
is never
some
more
ways
important
I
than my
do
life.
use a P&L for podcasting. I would definitely say
As
that.
you should.
That's
yes.
great.
You know?
Okay, that's great.
So you need
But
a
I
you need
like- all right,
big
this
ass
is crazy.
P&L for your life.
So I'm now this P&L that I'm doing for the next 3 months, for the next quarter is Beyonce got a world tour and I'm trying to go to 6 shows.
See? You see? Didn't I tell you? I already called it. He said it. He said it. I called it.
This nigga's
There
crazy.
is
He's fucking crazy,
There is no
bro.
accountability. There's no accountability.
I mean,
He doesn't have
bro,
another
I'm not
person
paying to
there
sit up
to sit
there.
there and be like, yo, what the fuck is you doing?
So you
I'm
know what
going
accountability
Both New Yorks.
for me
Atlanta,
is fucking
Cali.
kids.
When you get paid,
Yo.
bro, take the money out of your check immediately. That's the only way.
Hold on.
That's the
Do
only
you
way.
have any pets?
Yeah,
What do you have?
a dog.
All right. And when you go anywhere, what do you do with your dog?
Oh, I pay my friend to watch or something.
How much you pay?
I'll probably pay like 200, 300.
You don't
Right.
want the money, bro.
I ain't
It's
gonna
clear.
lie.
It's
That's what
clear.
it is.
It's
You
clear.
really
You don't.
don't.
You don't even want the money.
I ain't gonna lie.
I pay, but
Like-
so in my life, I pay for convenience. I work hard.
I agree.
Podcast,
I agree.
No, hold on,
Going to work.
I agree with you.
Then like
Talk your shit.
investing
No,
in the
but-
relationship. So I need to pay for convenience. I don't have time to clean. I don't
Talk
have
your
time
shit.
to do laundry.
Talk your
I don't
You can't
shit.
have
have,
time to cook.
but you can't have every convenience. That's the thing. So, you can have some, but you can't have them all.
I'm tired.
You nigga, you young. You
Wait, hold
you
on,
30.
wait. But look though, like I
young.
get that. Everybody, that's the ideal life for everyone.
You get that?
But not I get that. Like if I get to a certain status in my bank account, everything's convenient. Yes, of course. But I'm not gonna sacrifice convenience over losing
over
every
your
dollar.
well-being,
If,
motherfucker. Like,
if I'm being
damn.
fair, and I'm gonna jump on board, I'm gonna help you out because I feel like you are being attacked. Now I got you.
Thank you.
There's a certain level of ability. Time is something that you can't sit here and actually put an amount to, right? Your personal time, that state of mind to being able to do the things that you want, doesn't have a price to it. So being able to sit there and offshoot some of those things to get back either on your grind or on your elevation.
But not at the detriment of my losses though. Like I'm not like
But I'm saying you can't take the money with you anywhere. If you're already living the life, right? If you're already living the life, then you're Gucci, right? At that point, as long as you're moving, as long
like
as
what happens when you like
Hold on,
broke?
wait.
Like what you
Hold on,
gonna
wait.
fuck you gonna
He's
do,
not
bro?
though. He's
Like,
not though. As long as you're moving forward, right? The only problem there is you're moving forward. Your lifestyle expands as
Hold
much
on, wait,
as your
but look,
money
all right,
expands.
all
That's
right.
the only issue.
My only thing is though, like life happens. So I don't want to wish this on you, but it might be a time where a year or two where you take a step back. What are you gonna do then?
Then Maria's clipped.
Where the Uber's slow up,
Right.
Maria's slow up. You gotta
Right.
grind a
Maria's
little
clipped.
harder to get back to
Right.
where you was.
Right.
That's regular life for everybody.
And it's like with
So
your
I'm in that position now. Like I took a step back because I realized I was spending a while. So the buildings where I want to live in the gentrified area. Like I want to pay. I'm okay with paying $2,500 for rent because I want a doorman. That's what I want. Like
Now you ODing. The doorman, yo, can you grab my mail and my packages? Like you can't just go to your mailbox?
That
Like,
I feel him on.
I think
I feel you on
he
that.
climbing up the convenient ladder.
Yeah, he's like,
I
feel him on that, though.
convenience I'm gonna
Cause
try
that's
to get
your
that
home.
shit.
I
yo,
feel you
if
on
my
that.
apartment doesn't have a bidet, fuck this place.
But no, but think about safety. I got bad anxiety, so I want a doorman because on Thanksgiving I was walking in my door and somebody tried to try to rob me, but they could have because he tried to sneak in and he was asking me questions. I was like, bro, what you trying to get at, right? A doorman, you just can't walk in like that.
Okay.
Hold up.
paying for safety.
Hold up.
Hell
What we
no.
call that is cope. What you're doing right now is coping so that you can sit here and rationalize out your
Nah,
thought
but money
process.
can't buy
Dog,
you everything.
Hold
though.
on, wait. No.
It
Dog.
Money can't buy you everything.
I thought he could have in comparison to
But
he
he never lived in
attempted.
that building. He's gonna ask me, I left my phone in an Uber. Do you know which car is an Uber driver? He wanted something.
Uh-huh.
Bro,
He wants to rob me.
you can't assume that. If he wanted to rob you, he'd have robbed you.
Facts.
No, you can't.
Whether he asked you to pull out your phone or not, you would have got stuck. Like he would have walked off with your wallet, your shoes. You know what I mean? Who knows?
With a doorman, they would have asked me, do you know this person? No. I'm safe. I'm protected.
Oh, so just cut me off out my joint, huh? That's
Wait,
what it
hold
is?
on, wait.
No.
I don't agree with that, bro. I
Fuck
don't
me in
agree
the
with.
camera. Fuck me though. That's what it is. Fuck me in the camera.
I don't agree with. Like you thinking that money could like really solve all these issues, bro. Like you could have a doorman walk out the door, walk 1 block to the left, and get
You're
shot.
right. You're
Like-
right.
like-
But when
like
I'm
a
home,
doorman
I'd
not gonna
rather be
solve-
safe.
I'm not mad at that part of it because like if that's the way he want to live, if that's gonna pour back into his well-being, and once he poured back into himself,
But
he
then
has more
he can't
creative
complain
ideas.
about it either. Then
But my thing is
you
like
gotta pay the cost to be the boss, bro.
Always.
If that's what.
always
Listen, this is
That's
what I
twice.
want.
always.
twice.
This is what like certain shit I don't complain about. If I'm going food shopping, I'm spending $300 on food shopping.
Man,
Don't even get started on that shit.
I'm just saying, if I'm doing that, I'm not complaining about that shit.
yeah.
Like my fridge is
Right.
stocked right now. Like
Yo,
I'm not
you
complaining.
know what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah.
Because this is how much I care. You know what I'm saying? We a podcast community. And I want to make sure that we always looking out for each other to better each other. I'm gonna lend you 2 of my kids, right? And you can feed those motherfuckers. You can feed those motherfuckers for like 2 months. And then you can tell me how your finances is looking and I can see how many gray hairs you grew.
Just 2 of them.
Just 2.
Nah.
So I'm gonna do you a favor because I love you.
Because I love you. You know what I mean? I want to make sure you good.
I understand what you mean. I think again, for me, it's just a convenience, and I honestly in my heart to feel like I'm keeping jobs in America. You know, because if I don't,
No bullshit. I said the same bullshit when I'm lying. I love it.
Listen.
Yo, I'm sitting here supporting the gig economy, and if it wasn't for me, these Uber drivers wouldn't be sitting here getting
Bro,
this money. The
that's
Uber
crazy.
Eats delivery dude wouldn't be
That's
getting
crazy.
these
That's
tips.
crazy. That's crazy.
You gotta pay for stability, bro. You gotta look at stability like it's a subscription on its own. And the only way you get to feel that feeling is by not putting the money back into the economy. The feeling of having money, it's a different feeling than when you don't got it. It's just
Yup.
different. Everything about you changed. You think different, walk different. At least you got less tension on your shoulder at the minimum.
Mhm.
You have to pay for that feeling. You pay for that feeling by keeping more money in your pocket.
I understand that
You gotta-
something don't sit right with me. Just feeling like I'm working just to pay bills. I need to live.
That's
my
what you're
life.
doing when you spend it on your money.
but
Technically, you lied yourself for that one. I
Look,
had a
look,
way out for
wait.
you, but you lied yourself for that.
I
It's
ain't
not
gonna
gonna
front, you
do
kind of went off the rail because he's saying the exact opposite of that. He's saying basically like preserve it,
Preserve it.
like fuck Uber.
Yes, preserve it. But me, all right. So I kind of grew up in a little traumatic. I didn't grow up the life I wanted. Right? I had a little
None of
Oh, no,
us
wait,
did.
wait,
None of
bro,
us did.
bro.
Technically,
Bro.
you in the room with everyone who didn't grow up the way they
Yeah,
wanted.
none of us did,
You
bro.
in the room with
Bro,
these
you
grades.
look worse.
Yeah, none of us
Like-
did.
But also, I'm making up for the things I wanted to do as a child that I couldn't do now. So if I could book a flight to go on vacation, let me book a
That's
flight to go on
fine.
vacation.
That's
So-
fine.
So let me
I'm gonna hold myself accountable.
No, hold on. Before you hold yourself accountable,
Okay.
fuck accountability, bro. Nah, bump that. We out of here. Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
Kylie out the door. Right, I got you. I completely understand that you sit here now as an adult with the means to sit here and enjoy the things
Enjoy
you
your
couldn't
life,
before.
the way you wanted
right?
to.
Because
But-
at the end of the day, you weren't given those opportunities. I
Right.
do the same
Hold on,
thing.
but wait.
I'm with you, Pop.
Let me say one thing.
I'm with you.
Let me say one thing.
Fuck whatever he's saying.
Wait, no. That's great. But you might be stopping. Like, let's say you started at level 1. You're at level 10 right now.
Right.
You might be stopping yourself from getting to level 20 because your spending habits.
It's no might.
Yep.
There's no might about it. Because what you essentially, this is the funny part. What you're waiting on is like one day you waiting to make more money. You're gonna have the same problem when you make more money. I promise.
He's
you.
absolutely correct.
Mm.
That's the sad part. He is correct.
I promise
That's
you.
true. That's true.
Throw
Because-
2 more zeros on there, you're gonna find a way to fill it, bro.
So the way it works is, and this is like the rebuttal to everything we've been saying, and I've been on your side, but is as your income grows,
yeah.
your lifestyle grows
More money,
with
more
it.
problems.
More money, more problems is real.
Yo.
So for instance, you right now, you just like apartment, Ubers, right?
Yeah.
But now, let's say there's an additional $50K a year that you're getting. Well, you know, I can stop taking these Ubers. I'm gonna save money. But now I'm gonna get this whip. And I'm not just gonna get a regular whip.
Yeah.
I want some high-end shit because it's got to match the rest of my lifestyle. Right?
Yeah.
So now you just added an expense after taking something away that doesn't equate.
Yep.
Right? You didn't go into the Toyota Camry. You know what I'm saying? You like, I gotta get this Tesla. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we wanted to happen.
It also really matters how far your goals. Like maybe you gotta set higher goals for yourself. Maybe because like if you like the convenient life of being able to Uber everywhere, yeah, that's cool. But what if like the goal is to have a driver?
I'm a real life. That's on my goal. That's on my list too. I want a driver, but I want a personal driver.
I fuck with the energy.
Huh? Nah.
But you don't have a driver's license?
Nah. So I drove into a pharmacy before, and I ain't never drive.
Hold on, wait. You didn't drive through like the drive-through of the pharmacy. You drove into the pharmacy.
Wait, hold on, wait. You gotta get your license, bro.
No.
Yeah.
I think you're outside of that. If you're not understanding.
The nigga drove through a building, through the front door.
So
he drove
fucking what?
into. There's a big difference between drive through and drive into.
How many years
knocking over products?
How many years ago
He
was
was like,
that?
can someone get this
It was like 10
Prozac off
years.
the front of the whip, please?
Right.
Thank
Fuck
you.
that. That was 10 years ago, bro.
Like 10 years.
That was 10 years ago. Nigga, get your license, bro.
So for me, it was just like after that car accident, like my grandmother broke her hip and her wrist, and it was just like,
She was in the car.
yeah.
Yo.
So you took her to the pharmacy. So you was out there to pick up her drugs, and you was like, you know what, Grandma, you don't gotta walk in. We're going in.
I couldn't find parking. It was giving drive through.
The parking is
I couldn't
ass.
find the picture.
But you can't let that stop you though, bro.
No, and it was recent. It was like I had recent, huh?
You said take.
No, I was having recent conversations with people like maybe I would drive again.
Nah, but you gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it, bro. You gotta drive,
I
bro.
don't know, like it sounds crazy saying it.
But I mean,
But I'm aware.
You know what it is? It's even crazier hearing it.
I'm
Yeah, we're
aware
being
that I
honest.
have to do better with my spending habits. So luckily, I don't think I'm gonna ever learn how to cook. I might hire a cook.
To be fair, if you do the meal prep shit, it's dumb easy.
no, don't encourage that behavior.
Meal prep is lit.
Get in front of that stove and cook, bro. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Don't enable him. Learn how to drive.
Meal prep is lit. You don't have to buy the food; they bring it to you, and it's the
I'm not mad at
instructions on how to make it.
Wait,
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad
Meal
at
prep
that.
is
Wait.
lit.
I'm
Fuck
not
is you
saying
talking about?
don't ever meal prep.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying have the ability to cook a meal for yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
Very
just
important.
microwave that
That's
shit.
what I'm
Fuck out of
saying.
here, bro.
What do
No.
you do for
Very
a living?
I
important,
can
bro.
fucking cook, bro.
Hey, hold on.
But
Cooking meals is important. If you got a significant other in your life, you need to learn how to cook, my nigga.
Either that or find someone who can't pop. Don't listen to this
Learn how to
bullshit.
cook. No,
You
no,
find
no,
yourself
no,
a
no.
chef.
No.
It's
Hey,
a wrap.
listen.
Right? You find
Listen.
yourself a chef, a sous chef, aspiring head chef, and you good.
Okay, but if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and y'all niggas is hungry, you need to know how to make something happen in that kitchen. You need to know how to do that. Trust
You
me.
go into the kitchen
I'm
with
your
Uber
friend.
Eats and you
Right.
order.
but now look,
Everything ain't open. Hey, New York City different after COVID. Everything ain't open.
But I feel like this.
What are you talking about? Everything in New York City's open.
Hell nah. Hell nah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can
Hell
click on my
nah.
shit at any point in time. I'm getting what I want.
Anytime,
Anytime.
you will order
No,
the same
no.
2 or 3 things.
Everybody,
Facts.
Maybe.
everybody
Facts.
doesn't have the same 24
I
hours
enjoy
in a day,
cooking
right?
though.
Yeah.
So
I be
Talk
chefing
your
it up.
shit.
I chef it
everybody
up.
Let
doesn't
them
have
know.
the same. There's some people that work 4 hours a day that has more time to do everything, that has more time to go home. My job, I'm a manager, so I'm typically there from 9 to 10. Then I go home, do podcast work, then do like if you dating is a whole fucking job. So now by the time I get home, I'm emotionally, physically drained. I'm trying to catch up my shows.
My
Now,
man got
I
3
understand,
jobs.
I understand.
It's podcasting,
I understand,
it's
I understand that, I
managing,
understand
and
that.
dating. Don't start shitting on my man.
I
My
understand
man
that.
is
I
tired,
understand
bro.
that.
I'm
Fuck out of
tired.
here.
I understand that.
I'm tired. So what I want to do, I want to drop my clothes up at the laundromat. Do I want to get up on my only?
My man is tired.
I'm
He
tired. Yeah.
The fuck? Can't believe y'all.
Honestly,
This is
on a
foolish.
Sunday, I don't want to do nothing. So, hi, Maria. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Can you
Talk
come
your
clean?
shit in Spanish,
That's
son.
it.
¿Cómo está, Maria? Yo,
know.
let's go, son.
I get it. I understand.
Listen, do the meal prep. Get a fixed price then for your food. But Uber Eats though, it can't happen, bro.
The only problem with Uber Eats is plus tip. Depending on what you get, it's always
But
it's
you know
always
what?
an inflation on price.
Uber Eats and Uber, they taking all your money, nigga.
All right. So with me, I'll be watching where my dollar go. If it's all going to one person, it's clear.
Nah, it's clear.
We gotta spread it out.
It's spread
We gotta
I
spread
work
this
too
out.
hard to
We
share
gotta
my check
spread
with
this
another
out. We gotta
nigga.
spread
It's
this out.
crazy.
For me, like, so I
don't know.
understand. It's certain bills that's non-negotiable. It's certain things that you're not willing to like go under. I get that. But at a certain point, it's like, bro, like how do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? Like for me, like,
Listen,
So where did you learn how to save your money?
I be fucking up too. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just but one thing I do, I check myself though. Like if I see like I had a terrible week or a terrible 2 weeks, I'm not gonna have a terrible 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have a terrible 4 weeks. So check myself.
listen, I get that convenience is super helpful.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because time management is incredibly hard for all of us.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have more than one thing on your plate.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I still don't know how I make it through the fucking day with the 1,000,001 things that are on my plate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
At the same time, though I agree with all of the steps you've taken. Right?
No, they're not the best choices.
No, fuck that. They're the best choices. When you look
Nah,
in the
it's
mirror,
good.
be proud of yourself.
No. But the best part about it is like you could afford to do it.
No, I could cut back on some things.
This nigga right
You
here.
could, but you can afford to do
This
it.
nigga right
and
here.
it makes you happier. It makes your life easier. I
listen,
get
this
why you
bullshit.
would do
With
it.
the grace of God, more money's coming in soon. So
Well, listen, this is what I think you should do. This is what all people should do.
I ain't gonna lie, this turned to an intervention.
It's turned to an intervention.
I
My
told
bad,
you
my
he's gonna be
bad.
attacked. I said that shit up for it.
Listen,
Gonna
I
be
am
attacked.
Billy and I have spending money problems.
Bro, when you get your check, take the money out immediately. The first thing you do when you get paid is you pay yourself first. Before anybody. Before the bills, before the rent, before anybody. You pay yourself first.
I don't agree with that. 100%.
Now that's it.
what if
That's it.
What if paying yourself is I'm going to buy these Gucci's?
That ain't what I mean. You know that ain't what I mean though.
I'm just saying. What if that's
pay yourself. Take your money out, put it to the side.
There's always three.
saving it? That's
This-
not always.
That's paying yourself.
That's not the only form of paying yourself.
That's the phone we talking about right now.
We're talking
All right, so-
monetary.
all right, so
But there should always be
that
the
ain't the
main
form of-
three.
only form of
The
paying
main
yourself,
three
though.
focus is always the same thing, which is
He
rent,
already paid
utilities,
himself.
and food.
Pay himself all the time.
Right?
He do.
Rent, utilities, food. Those are the things that you require in order to go into the next day for work.
Yes.
Those are the main three. As
Take
long
a
as
rack
those three
out.
are covered, you Gucci. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much you might not want to do it, because I know I don't. Like I Ubered here today on some fuck shit. Like, oh,
Facts.
you know, I'm already
Uber is
late.
clutch in the
but
city,
Uber,
bro.
You know what I mean? Right? So, but hopping on that train might be it. Hopping on that bus. I hate the bus. You'll never see me on the bus.
Take a rack
I'll be
out.
on the train, but I'll never be on the
You
bus.
getting on the train at 2 a.m.?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait,
Getting
hold
on
on.
the train at 2 a.m.?
Take a rack out every check.
Hold on, wait. Now, if
Immediately.
Now me, I'm gonna pull up. If it's 2 a.m., right? I'm gonna pull up the Uber app first.
First of all, if it's 2 a.m., the prices is
I'm
up.
pulling up the Uber app
The prices
first.
is up.
Yo, I'm about to go get the next guest. They start at 9:30.
It's certain prices.
I got you.
Yeah, it's certain prices. I'm not paying Uber certain prices.
First off, it's called the surge.
especially-
It's called the surge.
Especially if I'm going over here. Like
Y'all comfortable getting on the train at 2 a.m.?
All the time.
It's possible that you might catch me on the train 2 a.m. Yes.
First off, every time we've left the pod except once, we've been out and we've hopped on the train right the fuck after.
bro. So if you get in an Uber right at 2 a.m.,
I'm not a fan of
Uber
yours
say $85. What you gonna do? Uber $75.
Yo, the other day we was here recording till midnight, and I could have took the train, but I want to get home quick.
How much was the Uber?
78.
You paid it?
Uber at 2 a.m. is not convenient.
You gotta
and
talk
it's
to the
not
mic.
safe.
You gotta talk to the mic.
The Uber at 2 a.m. is not convenient, nor is it safe. You could cut back and skim on things that you necessarily don't need.
Uber's not
You know
getting.
what you like to eat. You know what you like to chime in on. You need to learn to make those simple meals in your home, and that's what you cut back on, because that's what's killing your money. The Uber, the food, that's eating out, that's what's killing
Bro,
your
So,
regular
wait,
money.
Uber's
take
not
it with a
getting
grain of
certain-
salt because she gets to eat for free a lot of the time. So, you know, I a lot of the shit she's talking about, right? Now, fuck that. She crossed in front of me twice with no regard for me. She's like, fuck
Hold on,
me.
wait.
He may not be lying about me eating for free, but I do still pay for food. So don't let them convince you that, like, oh, a Uber at 2 a.m. to get home safely is a necessity.
Yo.
Because your safety is
No,
first.
not,
grain of
not
salt.
for $75.
That's it.
No, it
Not for
depends on where
$75.
you coming from and where you going.
No,
Sometimes,
not for
listen,
$75.
2, 3
Fuck
a.m.
outta
in the
here.
morning, the train is not
Hell
safe.
no.
Like,
No, so yeah.
Hold on, wait. $275 to $75.
No,
Yo,
but it's about the safety.
if you're gonna get robbed,
It's
you
the
don't have
convenience-
cash on you. You got your
No,
card, right?
It's the convenience of being safe.
Nah, what are you talking about?
Listen, he's a manic. Don't hate
No,
him
no,
no
no,
more.
no.
Stop
wait.
calling me manic.
I'm
You're
gonna
giving me
keep it honest with you,
complex.
right?
The fuck is going
If I'm here, right? We here till whatever time we
I'm
here
asking
till, right?
people if I'm
I look
fucking
at my
manic now.
app. The Uber says $75 home. Get on that train, bro. I don't care how much is in my account.
I
don't give a fuck how much in my account.
I spent $93 to get home.
Listen, the point where I was saying,
93.
where you could cut back on.
Uber can't get more. Uber can't get more than $45 to $50 from me, bro.
I don't know how much you make,
That's it.
nor do I know
That's
how
it,
much
bro.
your
That's it, bro.
expenses are. Like he said, outside of rent and necessities like electricity or gas or whatever the case may be, you can cut back on food. Is the one most expensive thing that we are spending our money on.
Yes.
Right.
So the one thing you can cut back on now, granted, I don't know if you have a significant other. I don't know if you plan on getting a significant other, but you need to learn how to make simple meals. Having to cook something, knowing how to cook a steak on 7 minutes each side.
But when
is a
last time we had a
necessity.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I don't eat that shit, so I don't convince you to eat that.
You want to know why she doesn't eat that shit? Because she gets a lot of the food she eats for free.
Shut up!
Nah, I'm sorry. I'm manic. It must be that.
But don't let him
I'm gonna
convince
hold you.
you that Uber at 2 a.m. and spend
No.
$75 is
Uber-
not a necessity.
that's bad. That's bad.
No,
That's
it's
bad.
not,
That's
because
bad.
your safety is a necessity.
Yeah.
You're safe. Now you
Why
spend
would
an
you
Uber
want to go on
at
the train
3
at 2
p.m.
a.m.?
Because it could be
It takes you
showtime.
a long time.
Hold on,
It
wait.
could be
Bro,
showtime.
Hold on, wait. Bro,
3
look.
p.m. is
All right,
different
so-
from 3 a.m.
So your value of money is different than mine then. Because $75 versus $250, I'm gonna weigh my options out just a tad bit.
$275.
Fight.
$275.
I feel like I can fight. I'll be
but-
all right.
I
Whether
feel
you're gonna
like
fight or not, no one should be on the train at that time. It's
I
nothing
agree.
happening.
Hold on, wait.
Listen, you
wait.
paying to get your laundry
Wait.
clean by you getting your laundry done. I agree with that.
That's
right?
different,
That's
right?
me. You going food shopping, getting little snacks and little quick things to make. You need to cut back on what you spend on Uber because Uber is eating your money up. That's what
That
it
is
is,
true.
right?
But he's saying not
Ubers,
willing to get on the train 2 a.m.
Listen, let me finish.
That's
Ubers,
Uber.
Even Ubers, right? If you taking Ubers at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., that's what you need to cut back on. You could take the A train, the 4 train, the 5 train, the L train, you could do whatever. You can do that.
Look
The point is that that's what you can cut back on. Because
So
if you spending
she's-
$26 to go 10 minutes, you could take the
She's-
train 10 minutes.
She's technically
Yeah.
right. Because the time she's mentioning are surge prices.
Yes.
That's where the
Right.
price is well higher
Right.
than
3 a.m. is a necessity
but
because that's
to
safety.
be fair,
Fuck that.
right? I'm being fair.
Uh-huh.
So I wasn't early because I was on your side, right?
He's
So
a man.
to be fair,
Stop saying that.
right? Yo, she's gonna give me a complex,
I
right?
got you.
Yo,
I
talk
got
your
you.
shit, King.
I got you.
Yo, son. So to be fair, there's ways and maneuvers in which you can do it. I'm currently practicing it the best I can, and I slip
Right.
up all the time. But I have saved more
How much
money
was your Uber here?
Huh?
How much was your Uber here?
today. $39.43, but that's because I'm diamond, baby.
That's valid though.
That's because I'm diamond
How
now.
much was your Uber here?
You know, I was gonna take an Uber, but I did take the train here today.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And don't let
Bro,
them
you should
convince
not.
you that we not
Bro, you
proud.
should not be spending $75 on Ubers, bro. You shouldn't be. I'm gonna keep 100 with you, bro.
All
You
right,
shouldn't be.
so when I be chilling in Brooklyn,
50 and lower,
When
bro.
I'm
Where you
chilling-
live?
right now I live in Staten Island, so I'm chilling
Ooh.
in Brooklyn.
That's why.
Because you
That's
paying
what
that
I'm gonna
toll.
do.
You paying the toll.
That's why I'm gonna take an Uber.
Well,
That's why,
technically,
that's why.
the Uber's paying
And
the
that
toll,
boat is
and
a-
they get them a discount on
I
it.
get on the boat.
Yeah.
That boat
I
is
know we gotta
like.
go, but I want to hear one more comment, one more topic before I go.
And I'm here, so.
But I'm gonna do better.
All my topics got nothing to do with what the fuck we was talking about.
All right, but let's just switch it up. I'm here, so let's talk about it.
Why is manic a thing to you? Like, I'm getting tired of you and you calling me manic. In the comments, I'm getting called manic.
You watch their videos, right?
Yeah, but that manic is a charming.
No, listen, don't get me wrong. Most of the time I agree with Jay, but he is very manic. Like, most of the time I agree with him, but he is very much a manic. Like,
How am I manic?
he very much goes. Anyways, what's the next
No,
topic?
hold on. Now, fuck that. How am I manic?
Listen, like I said,
Now he been wanting to address this for a long
I've been wanting to
time.
address this for a minute.
most of the time I agree with what you say because a lot of the time Mel.
But we're not worried. We're not worried
Let me
about.
finish.
We're not worried about the messaging. We're worried about the
Let me-
method in which I message.
You know what it is? You go so hard. You go so hard, like enraged. Like, even when I was sitting over there and you was talking about something, I literally whispered in her ear, like,
I heard you.
he's a man.
Yeah, I heard you. My ear
Because
hustle
it's
game is crazy.
He goes so hard about shit, like, and it's like we get it. Like, it's like
So
it's
that's
a
not
maniac.
passion?
Like,
Thank you. That's passion.
it depends, but you can't have a passion for every single thing.
But you're
If I
passionate
say it,
about
I'm
what you're saying.
passionate about it. The fuck?
But,
No, but
listen, but if
he's-
you're passionate about
No,
every
he's
single thing you
passionate
say,
about getting his point across.
Facts.
he's always passionate about getting his point across.
Because they're right.
Y'all do something. What's your
Most
sign?
of the time.
Huh? I'm a Leo.
Oh,
Okay.
damn it.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
Damn it. July?
Oh my God.
You a July?
December.
Are you a July?
All right,
I'm
yeah,
July.
fuck all that. Let's get to the sex shit. We ain't talk about sex the whole episode. Well, What's something on your bedroom bucket list? Something that you never did that you wanted to do in the bed. Something that you never did but you want to do in the bed.
I heard you say what you
Yeah,
did when you wanted to. Yeah, I think I heard you.
Bedroom bucket list.
I think in this moment, it's nothing that I've wanted to do besides like having sex with a woman. I've never had sex with a woman, and I do want to have sex with a woman. Like, I think that's gonna be very.
So you trying to hit the rock, paper, scissor?
Yeah, I do. I want to scissor. I want her to like.
I like that she said it too. That's lit.
I do.
Clipping that one.
That's something that you want to do before you die?
I think I'll do it in the next like 2-3 years of my life. Like, a lot of women hit on me. And I feel like it's gonna happen, but I feel like I'm really into the male physique. Like, I love a man's body. I love a bald head, muscular man. So it's just like
Bald head.
I mean, like I love a man's physique. Like, nothing about titties and shit turns me on. So it's like,
but that's something that you want to experience though.
I'm gonna experience it for sure.
She said I'm gonna.
We ask this question on our show all the time: team spit play or golden showers?
Oh no, I'm going straight split
What's
play.
spit play? Like spit in your face?
I'm going split play.
I've done both, so I feel like
You did golden shower?
For sure.
You let a nigga piss on you?
No, I pissed on him.
But you won't let him piss
Hold
on
on, wait. So we talking about lemonade? This is crazy.
Nah, I'm going split.
Yo, where the fuck did we get here?
You want to pee on somebody?
Oh, I would pee on somebody.
But a golden shower not
getting
that
pissed
bad.
on somebody.
I feel like a golden shower is not that
Yo,
bad.
if Shorty
I'm not
asked me
peeing
to
on
piss on
Shorty.
her, I'll be hyped, bro. Like, what? That ass?
First off, your movements, everything about that whole shit right now threw me for a loop because I didn't expect that from you. He's like, I'm gonna pee.
Like, if you're not expecting that, you thinking shit regular. She actually that's like, oh shit, like.
So why you can pee on her and she can't pee on you?
Yo, you a hypocrite.
I do say I'm a little weirded out about getting heat on, but I will say that like if it's like a nigga I really fuck with, I might be
That's what I'm saying.
with
Y'all
it.
Niggas is out here peeing on each other, Pop.
If you don't get, you may say no now, but you might be in a relationship one day. I don't know if y'all in a relationship now, but you might be somewhere when they gonna want to try it, and you be like, all right, fuck it.
I'm not
I would
gonna.
say I'm open to try anything once.
But like in the shower,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, in the shower?
I'm doing this poll, and I'm gonna be like, "What
Like
would you rather
how,
do?
though?
Piss
Like-
on a bitch or spit in her mouth?"
I'm thinking like
spit in the mouth is basic. We spit in the mouth on a regular.
Hold on, wait, like, I'm saying if
I won't do spit play.
What?
hold on, wait.
But you gonna do pee play?
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Look. Wait.
You're a manic.
Hold on, wait.
You're throwing that manic around everywhere.
I can't envision it though. Like we in the shower, right? How's she gonna piss on me? Like
You lay down
you
in the
lay down.
I
tub.
gotta lay in the tub? Oh no, it's not happening.
Unless she holds it up and then starts shooting it like
You
a.
gotta do it when you're lit in the mood. The ride is right. You don't just say,
You
"I
don't just
me."
like,
Honestly,
yeah.
I'm not laying in the tub.
Hold on, wait. So
Vibe
what's
And we
what's
gotta
the dirty
have
talk?
conversations.
Is your bladder full, babe?
No,
Is your
I'm
bladder
like-
full? Because I want you to unload that on
We
me.
gotta
peed on a nigga?
Listen, we gotta have prior conversations.
Wait, hold on, let me ask you. You peed on a nigga.
I have.
In the shower?
And
Was it in the shower? Or
Yes, it was in the shower.
Wait, hold on. I got questions. Wait. Where did the pee land? Like it was on his face or his
So
chest?
we had prior conversations, and he was very comfortable about where it would land because he was prepared that if it would happen,
Where did it
was
land?
gonna happen. So between like his like jaw and chest and stuff, I wasn't gonna OD.
So it was
I
in his
wasn't gonna- I
lips.
wasn't gonna
That's
OD.
great.
All right, so
My
my next question was.
Wait.
No, I got
listen.
questions. No, wait. Was the shower head running water still?
Yes, but listen.
So
what
it was
I
a
said,
mixture
listen,
of pee and water. It
the
wasn't just
thing
water.
about women is that
It's diluted.
the thing is that when we pee, if we just finished boinking, our shit will squirt all over the place.
Yeah.
Because we just finished boinking, so our hole is a little more exposed and shit. So it's no necessarily way to say where it's gonna go.
So you pissed on his face.
So
Ash,
what I'm saying,
you said boinking twice, and I haven't addressed
know,
it. That's
I say
fucking
boinking,
crazy.
that's not-
I was like, what is boinking?
I'm a lady. Boinking is boinking.
I'm a lady.
I'm classy.
No.
We say
That's it. That's the
boinking.
classiness there.
I think how it happens is if you lit, say y'all showering together, y'all
Mhm.
lit, and then somebody has to use the bathroom, you just be like, yo, don't use the bathroom, just pee on me.
all
that.
Nah, I feel like
That's correct.
Nah.
Well, first after,
that's
hold on, wait.
a vibe.
After,
Ain't no
after,
just
Not a
because you gotta
vibe,
go.
bro. Not a vibe.
hold on, wait.
Like-
After sex, you have to pee. It's automatic.
Yeah, get up off the bed and go pee.
I'm not. First off, I'm not an
But
advocate.
you okay with spitting in somebody's mouth?
First off,
Spitting in the mouth is so sexy,
Bro,
though.
spit is part of sex.
That shit is so
Kissing
sexy.
is spit. Giving head is spit.
That shit is so sexy.
Spit is a part
No
of sex.
lie, I be loving them niggas. Like, I will love a man who just...
She's toxic.
Facts.
How's that toxic?
I'm manic. You toxic. Now we're figuring all this shit out now.
Wait, how lucky is spit is toxic?
Someone just bird feeding you saliva out your
That's
mouth.
crazy.
Well, you never kissed
I fuck with that explanation.
Well, you never kissed
That's
before?
all calling it from
I'm
your
tongue
house.
kissing you anyway. I'm tongue kissing
Kiss
you
is spit,
anyways.
though.
So what's the
Kiss
It's the delivery method. It's the delivery method.
What if I'm riding him? What if
No.
I'm riding him and I'm riding him, I'm holding his neck and I'm like,
She passed.
I'm just saying, like,
Now you manic.
Or what if he on top of me?
How many bitches spit in his mouth? Now he's spitting in your mouth.
But how many bitches?
But you
would
gonna kiss him
in?
around? You gonna kiss him around?
Come on.
Nah, you can't think like that. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
think
yeah,
like
you
that.
went- went down the wrong road. You
gonna be too many
never
like
gonna
that,
do
bro.
nothing. If you think like that, you never gonna do nothing. But realistically, you tongue kiss, so that's saliva being swapped
No,
anyway.
but that is
What? Same shit.
the saliva is numb. Like,
What?
I don't know what word to use.
Nobody's hawk spit in their mouth. Nobody's
No,
going.
it's hard for you to.
No, the bird feed is exactly
I'm
it.
dribbling in your mouth.
That's
like,
bird
I'm
feeding.
kissing you and
That's bird feeding.
It's an exchange.
That's
right, I'm
bird feeding. That's crazy.
And if I put a
I don't
candy in
see
my
nothing
mouth
wrong
and
with
put
it,
it in
bro.
his
I
mouth,
don't
then
see-
it's the same thing.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Well, this was an interesting last topic of bird feeding and possibly pissing on
Hey,
niggas.
I wish we would have more time
right.
to go on
I
this
wish
show.
y'all really invite me for a full episode.
Ash, we're gonna get you on another episode to talk more
Y'all
about how
know
you
what
pee
we
on
are
niggas.
here.
Our show.
It's gonna be literally
Well,
the
invite me
golden
on your
shower
show.
episode. I
They
can't
wanna
wait for
invite
it.
me on their
It's gonna be
show.
I
nuts.
want to invite you on your show.
She was on this is her second time on the show. I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to be here more.
She said, she was like, yo, there's no difference between the niggas I fucking toilet seats. All right? They both getting it. Splash, splash.
6 stones.
Okay.
Wait, so you pee on and get peed on?
Thank you for tuning in.
Yo, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Yo,
right.
episode 14. Who hurt you, bro? Ash came through. Good looks to Wolf. We got Billy.
Thank
Me,
you.
we got Mel, we got Casamigos, George Clooney in the house. You know what I mean? Fuck it, whatever. Yo, we out. Peace.